question. Hi, everyone. I'm Peaceful Nik, the medium. I'm an evidential medium specializing in healing messages. And my, I don't know. Oh, there I am. Okay, awesome. Everything's working. Hello, hello. Say hi if you're here. I appreciate anybody over here can join me right here. That would be awesome. I appreciate that. So, everybody tell me, where are you watching from? Just type it in the chat if you can. And I do have people from different apps. So I could get all different kinds of information going on in here. But while we wait for people to join, I will definitely do some card readings tonight. I may be doing some mediumship readings live. I've been asking Spirit to come through, so I may be doing some of that. I definitely will be doing some card pulls, but I feel pulled to my cosmic energy deck. So while we're getting started and we're waiting, I'm just going to pull a collective card. I'm feeling very drawn to doing that. And if you're here, please say hi in the chat. I appreciate that. Daisy why is Omar? Oh, girl. Thank you, Mystic Pizza. Love the vibe. That's awesome. I love that name too. I loved that movie. Hi, Veronica. Veronica, I'm going to answer you. Okay. Hi, Marlena. Grandbaby is beautiful and wonderful. She's doing great. Thank you for asking. I am going to answer. Daisy has a question. Okay. And I'm going to try to put this in front so I can see everybody all at once, because multiple platform streaming is kind of hectic. But I do want to answer everybody. Hi, Sylvia. Sylvia, I'm glad you're there, because we're going to talk about spirit exchange in a few minutes. Daisy wants to know, why is Omar not reaching out, and will he? So I will tell you, Daisy, and this is the advice I give every single woman who asks me this question. First of all, deal with your past trauma. Evaluate whether or not Omar is capable of having a healthy relationship. Hi, Dawn. Is Omar available for a healthy relationship? Is he emotionally mature? Can he have a mature discussion with you without arguing, blaming, redirecting? Can he accept responsibility? That's the first question. If the answer is no to all that, don't worry if Omar's ever going to reach out. If he's great and wonderful, that's awesome. Make sure you have your own trauma worked out. Make sure you have dealt with your issues. Make sure that you are getting your education, if you don't already have it, getting your financial life in order, becoming completely independent in a way that you never have to depend on another person for your livelihood. And you can always take care of yourself forever. Marlena, I'll address that in just a moment. So if you get everything in line to take care of yourself completely and fully, to take care of yourself, you will then be able to attract the right person, whether it's Omar or somebody else, or you will be able to discern whether or not that person is right for you. We shouldn't be, and this is coming from, I'm 54 years old and there's filters, so that's why I don't look 54. We shouldn't be waiting around for people to contact us. They either are gonna or they're not. And if they have 1,000 excuses why they didn't, red flag, red flag, red flag. Do not wait around for somebody. Live your life. Do what's right for you. Okay. I hope that you understand that. Thank you, Mystic Pizza. Thank you so much. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. I say it every time. I say it every single time. I say it every time. All right. So I hope, Daisy, I hope you understand that. And hello, Veronica. I have a question on YouTube that says, I don't know what's going on with you, but I've been in a very dark place. I think a lot of people are struggling, and the full moon is Friday. Hey, Mercy Moon. Yes, they do. Tough love. People do have to hear the truth. The full moon is Friday. There's a lot of stuff happening in the world around us that I would highly recommend turn off the news. Don't doom scroll. Don't doom scroll. I would highly, highly recommend limiting anything that you don't have to take in as far as bad news. I would highly recommend that. Because I think, hi, Jane. I think a lot of people are struggling with a lot of different things. There's a lot of stressors. And I've been having this discussion with my loved ones recently. We have to keep sharing the love. We have to keep a positive outlook. And I'm not, Peaceful Nik 24/7. I'm a person. I have three-dimensional problems. I have a life. I have bills to pay. I have stressors. I have people in my life that aggravate me. I am a normal person with a normal life with normal problems. So I get very stressed too, but I am trying so hard. I don't know why this is telling me to swipe. I don't know what that's doing, but anyway, I am trying so hard to encourage people to continue to be positive. Not toxic positivity. That is not what I mean. I don't mean be positive and just ignore all your problems. That is not at all what I mean. Not at all. What I mean is keep your vibration as high as you can. Keep your gratitude up. Be thankful for the good things. It's really easy, I know from personal experience, it's really easy to go into a spiral of, oh my God, this is the end of the world. Oh my God, everything's terrible. When we can shift our mindset, even if it's for 5 minutes, to, okay, I'm grateful for, I have these beautiful plants. They're alive still. And I have a bunch of dead ones under there. We won't talk about that, but these ones are alive. I have my beautiful artwork that I've been working on, artwork. I have paint on my hands. I've been working on my artwork today. Thank you very much, Mystic Pizza. You can feel free to join me on YouTube. Everybody over here can join my YouTube. I'm putting my content more and more over there. I appreciate that. So we have to, hi, Candace. We have to try our hardest to notice the positive things. I've talked about this before. It's called lucky girl syndrome, where we, instead of waking up, I'm a zombie in the morning. I'm not a morning person. That's why you never see me live in the morning. You never see me do readings in the morning. I just am not a morning person. I do my readings and lives in the afternoon or evening most of the time, unless there's a special circumstance. But I used to wake up and be like, here we go, another day. I'm so groggy and blah, 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 And then I saw this thing a few months ago where it said, notice 5 positive things and notice 5 things that are positive when you wake up. Like the sun is out, or if you like rain, oh, it's raining. I like that. I'm grateful for that. I have a blanket on my bed. I have a pillow that's cozy. I love my bed. I can go brush my teeth and take a shower and clean myself today. So just regular, everyday positive things you can focus on as soon as you get up can change the whole outlook of your day. That does not mean avoid real problems. It doesn't mean avoid, mourning or sadness or depression. It means start your day with a positive outlook so you notice more positive things. That way you're not feeling doom and gloom all the time. And this full moon is a B word. It's a tough one. So, yeah, it's been rough. It's been rough for me too. So we're all in this together and we need to support each other as much as we can. And hello, everybody over here. Sorry, Angie said, I keep seeing repetitive numbers multiple times a day going on since December. So I would say, when you're seeing repetitive numbers, are you thinking of someone you love when you see them? If you think of someone immediately when you see them, when you see the repetitive numbers, it's a sign from them. They're moving your awareness to notice that. If you are thinking of a certain thing, so pay attention to what is happening in your life when you see those numbers. Pay attention to what is happening in your mind when you see those numbers. Start keeping track. It could be something positive. It could be something you're thinking about that's negative, and your loved ones or guides want you to snap out of it if it's something negative. If it's something positive, that's great. So kind of keep track of that. Okay. So over here, everybody tell me where you're watching from. I know Jane's in St. Louis. What else do we have here? And the other thing I want to know is, have you ever had a paranormal experience? So on all the apps that you can see me on, let me know if you've ever had a paranormal experience. And put it in the chat. All right, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. Candace is from Oregon. Sylvia from San Antonio. Julie Word from Tennessee. Carrie, hi Carrie from Ontario. I looked that news thing up we talked about yesterday. It blew my mind. It blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what is happening up there? That was so crazy. Dawn from Massachusetts. Candace says no. Jane says yes, as far as paranormal. Mystic Pizza, SoCal. Yes, scariest was a dream, though. I'm from the Bay Area, so I'm in Florida now, and I miss the Bay Area a lot. Aiden Tristan. Huh. I'm sorry about that. I don't recognize your name. So if that's the name you used, I don't recognize that name. And I can tell you, even the most, famous mediums in the world who charge the most money, the question is, hi Eileen, hi Sandy. Let's see. The question I'm getting on another app is that I gave this person, apparently, I don't recognize their name, but apparently I gave them a very good reading, and then they recommended somebody else, and the reading wasn't so great. Sometimes that happens. Not every reading is a home run or a grand slam. Sometimes the sitter is off. Sometimes their energy they're not ready, or they're nervous, or they're anxious. Sometimes I'm having a bad day. Sometimes it's too early for the spirit. The spirit doesn't want to connect because it hasn't been long enough. There could be a million different reasons. And I can tell you that if that is the case, anytime that has ever happened to me, I have always offered a new reading later. So if you can, message me what your real name is, because I don't recognize your name, or your cousin's name, that would be great. That would be great. Sandy's had several paranormal experiences. Candace has none. Jane has yes. And I want to say, she was hoping to connect with who? With him, with who? Let's see. I want to say hi to Sylvia and Jane, and let's see who else is here that's in the Spirit Exchange. So tomorrow, April 10th, we, Medium Kathy and myself, have the Spirit Exchange. You can join an annual membership. I think there's 2 spots left, I believe, for an annual membership, or you can join a la carte. So a la carte means you just join one Spirit Exchange. So it's a 90-minute gallery with myself and Kathy Behrens. We do readings. We do mini readings. We do 8 to 12, depending on how many questions and other things that we have going on in the gallery. We do as many mini readings as we can in the gallery setting, and we answer questions and we give away free prizes. And so it is tomorrow, April 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you want to just join one gallery, you can do that on my website, peacefulnikthemedium.com, or Kathy's website. If you need that, I can put it in the chat. And the a la carte is a great way to see how mediumship galleries work. And if you do join the a la carte and you're like, hey, I want to join the whole year, we can take that money off the annual membership if you want to just try it out and see. We do have guests this year where we have guest speakers. Tomorrow it's just Kathy and I, which is like how we normally did it last year. But next month we have Hollis, who does death astrology chart readings, which I cannot wait to hear about. And then in June, we have Miss Molly Knows. Hi, Carol. In June, we have Miss Molly Knows, who is the finder of lost items. You guys all probably know her. She's famous on all the apps, and she's going to be our guest reader. And I want to say hi to Carol. Carol, my hands are covered in paint. As you can see, I've been painting spirit art and all day long for Carol. And so I'm so excited. I do angel spirit art paintings, spirit guide paintings. I do all these paintings in here I've painted over the years. I have a million. Oh, here's one of my favorite paintings. This is my Astroflora. It's usually sitting on my desk. So I do lots of artwork. I also sell it. So if you're interested in anything like that, you can email me. They're individually priced. But if you're interested in the Spirit Exchange, let me know. You can book the a la carte or the full Spirit Exchange on my website. Hi, Cosmic 80s. Jane can't wait. Jane's also in the Spirit Exchange. I'm so excited. So we have, Candace, great question. How long should you wait before you get a reading after someone passes? It depends. Well, we mediums have no control over this, but I recommend, if it is someone that their passing has traumatized you very much, I would wait 3 months. And that is for you, not for them. I'll give you an example. I have a student. Before she was my student, she became my student later. She booked a reading within 2 or 3 weeks of her loved one's passing. Now, we don't know that when we log on with a client, right? We don't know how long it's been. And so the reading was off. It was just not that clear. And I said, you know what, and then she said, oh, well, because he just passed away. And I said, okay, I'll give you a free reading in December because this is not going the way I expect it to go for me. So we did the next reading 3 months later, and it was flawless and wonderful. So I recommend 3 months. That's what I always recommend. Now, some people recommend 6 months. Some people recommend a year. But again, we have no control over that. Now, I have a question over here that says, do you have thoughts on the afterlife? Do I ever? I have a million thoughts on the afterlife. I highly recommend reading Journey of Souls by Dr. Michael Newton. If you're interested in the afterlife, that is my whole job. I work with your loved ones in spirit, and I communicate with them, and um, all of that kind of stuff. So I have lots of thoughts about the afterlife. I believe in reincarnation. I believe everyone goes to the spirit world. I do not believe in hell. I do not believe in a punishment for someone who has mental health issues or takes their own life. Um, those are my basic thoughts. Um, so, Aiden, you have to email me the names that these were booked under. I don't recognize your name, and I don't know who this person was and when their reading was. So email me. It's in my link tree. You can find it through my website. Email me and I'll look, because I don't remember your name. So I need to know the name and email that the readings were booked under and how long it's been. So let's see. You're welcome. Good. I'm glad. Sherry, oh my God, I was working about an hour ago and had my back door open and I heard a sigh. Clear as day. That's right. That is right. We can hear all kinds of sounds. I have a client who sends me recordings from her indoor ring camera. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a ring camera and it's for the indoors. And she catches sounds of animals because she had dogs that passed that she loves so much. And thank you, Sylvia. That's going straight up on the screen. She has all these recordings and there's many of them. And so, yeah, we can hear sounds. You're using your external clairaudience. So Sylvia says, the spirit exchange is amazing. I cannot recommend it enough. I found that it brought me so much comfort, joy, and love. While I didn't get a reading every time, the ladies try to get as many of us as possible. And I got several readings during the year. Both Nik and Kathy are amazing. Thank you so much, Sylvia. That is so kind of you to say. So let's see. I'm just trying to read all the comments everywhere. So yes, we can, if somebody wants to join a la carte for one gallery, it's tomorrow. If you want to join the annual event, same event is tomorrow. You can ask me any questions. You can email me. You can put it in the chat. And Sandy says, I second everything Sylvia said. Yes, Sandy is also in the Spirit Exchange. I'm sorry, Sandy, I missed your name up there earlier, but I appreciate that. Over here, Lisa said, I asked for a specific sign from my departed loving Aunt Pat, and within a week I saw it. So how do we get signs from our loved ones? You just ask them. You ask them and then you're patient. And it has to be something reasonable. You don't want to ask for, I always say, don't ask for pennies or dimes because they're really common, and don't ask for a pirate ship to pull up to the front of your house. So that's what I say. That is what I say. And Candace says, I had a reading with you a month ago. It was very beautiful. Thank you. I'm wanting to do another one, maybe to get more info. Is that possible to reach out more to them? Yes. And speaking of that, I just want to show everybody this special I have. If I can find it here. I have all my full readings right now are $50 for my 30-minute readings. And that is limited. And there's only a few spaces left for the month of April. So share this with your friends, anybody you think who wants a reading, but they're not quite sure and they don't want to spend a lot of money. This is just for, I don't know if I have 6 or so spots left for the whole month of April. I just opened some spots up yesterday. So get those now while they're there because they will be gone quickly. I don't think I have anything till the end of next week. I'm pretty sure that's the next event or the next opening I have. All right, so Lisa said, no, I'm not connecting in that way right now, Lisa, but you can share it with me. Sherry said, I never told you that my dad said, he said, showed you a ball. My dog and I play catch every day. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you for telling me. All right, so let's see what's next. Blah, blah, blah. Jane said, my first time for the spirit exchange, but can attest to Nik and Kathy both being amazing. We appreciate that so, so much. When I do readings, and you know what? I started to pull a card earlier and I never got to it because the questions started coming in. So I totally am so glad everybody's joining me. And this is telling me I have choppy video. If you're on the clock app, say hi or something, because it's telling me I have choppy video and I'm not seeing everything. So I'm going to pull a collective card. I think we need it. The full moon is coming. And yeah, we need it. We've got all kinds of stuff going on. Lots of stuff going on my screen. So let's pull a collective card. Hi, Ashnik. Anybody who's over here can join me on YouTube. I would really appreciate it. It's a lot easier to manage one set of questions than several. Let's see. What is the world? What do we need to hear today? What do we need to hear? Oh, wow. Y'all saw me shuffle. This card flipped over in the deck. And everybody who watches me regularly knows that to me is my favorite. And look what it is. What was I talking about earlier? Gratitude. Gratitude. We need to focus on the things we're grateful for. So many people are suffering and struggling and needing things that they don't have access to for whatever reason. People are losing things that they need. There's a million things that we need to put the positive energy out for. There are so many people who need love. There are so many people who just send a text or call somebody and say, hey, you know, I just want you to know I love you and I'm rooting for you and I hope you succeed. A quick call or something, a text, just to let your loved ones know you care about them. People need any kind of positive energy or messages you can share. We need it. There's so much fear and anxiety right now. We need to raise the vibration. Gratitude for our loved ones, gratitude for the things we have, gratitude for the things that are to be, gratitude for each other, gratitude for having someone that loves you. Doesn't mean they're perfect. Nobody's perfect, but we need to have gratitude for the positive things. And sometimes even there are negative things we should be grateful for, the lessons we've learned. For example, and this is going to sound like I'm a crazy person, okay? And that's okay. You guys won't be the first people to think I'm a crazy person. My mother passed away suddenly and unexpectedly when I was 15 years old. She was only 40. Now, that sounds terrible, right? She just literally dropped at my feet and that was it. Okay. And it was painful, but I am grateful for her passing. And the reason is her passing, head pains. Her passing gave me the opportunity to have a much better life than I would have had she lived. If she would have lived, I would not have had access to the education I received. I would not have had access to all the different people and places I ended up getting to see, and all the people I got to know, and all the different cultures I got to be a part of and experience. And as sad as it was that she passed away, it made my life better. And I am grateful for that. And she has been guiding me ever since. And I've always felt her presence with me, even though I wasn't a medium. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a scientist. Thank you, Lisa. I'm a scientist who became a medium later in life. And so I still always felt her presence with me. And I was always grateful and still am for her guidance. So I know that may sound wonky to people, but gratitude is the key to abundance. Gratitude is the key to every happy thing. If we're grateful, we attract more happy things. That doesn't mean if you say a gratitude list every day, you're going to get a mansion and all your bills will be paid. That's not what that means. It means you attract more. The more positive you are, the more you attract. So I love that this card popped out the way it did, flipped in the deck. So, all right, what do we have? What do we have? Any other? Oh, every time that clicks, every time I do that. Any other? Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, don't forget, I have the digital downloadable course for those of you who don't want to sit through the class. I've had several people order and download this, and it's wonderful. I worked very hard. So I have a 6-month mentorship, but I took my 6-month mentorship and turned it into a book, and it's large type for old ladies like me who can't read little type. So it's large enough to read. There's journal prompts. You can get this on my website. It's a reduced price right now. So it is amazing. All right. So what do we have? Oh, and this Saturday, I totally forgot. I have a free introduction to mediumship workshop. If you want to come to that, if you're interested in mediumship and you have any questions about it, this is your opportunity to sit with me for, depending on how many questions I get, 60 to 90 minutes, to ask me as many questions as you want, to learn about what beginner's mediumship entails. And it's totally free. It's on Zoom. If you register on my website, there's a little chalkboard. It says Introduction to Mediumship Workshop. And I'll send you a confirmation and a Zoom link in the next couple of days. Oh, Carol says, love, love, love the digital book. Yay, I'm so glad. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, I'm so glad. That makes me happy. I worked hard on that. So free Introduction to Mediumship Workshop, April 12th. Join, be there. It's wonderful. I get so many questions and curious minds. I love doing that. I do it every few months or so. So it's awesome. And it costs nothing. And it's really cool because you'll meet a lot of cool people, like-minded people. All right, what do we got? Jane said, speaking about gratitude, hold a door for a stranger, tell a veteran thank you for your service, etc. Yes, just be kind. Just be kind. When you're in public, just be kind. I'll give an example. So my husband and I, so he always insists on driving. He just wants to drive. And so I'm just like, okay, after 30 years of marriage, go ahead and drive. I'm not going to fight it anymore. And we, when you get on the highway, there are crazy people out on the highway and they're trying to race you. Hi, Kim. They're trying to race, always on the highway. They're race. And so instead of us getting mad, one day I said, hey, maybe he is trying to be in first place and we should just give him a blue ribbon for winning the race. Because obviously it's ridiculous when people are trying to race you on the road. It's so dumb and so dangerous. So now instead of having like road rage and being like, that guy, why is he doing that? Blah, blah, blah. We're just like, oh, he must be in first place. He won the race. Give him a blue ribbon. So those are things that you can do to shift your mindset from negative energy when somebody does something dumb and you're like, why are you so dumb? To maybe he just wants to be in first place, and just put a positive spin on it. It's just a little thing to keep you from going to negative town. Marlena said, I'm thankful every time I talk to you and see you on the TV. You always help me. Thank you. I appreciate that. See, positive flow, positive energy. It brings more positivity. It helps so much, even under times of stress. Not toxic positivity, not fake positivity, just that kind compliment. Just, it makes me feel better, like I'm doing something that's useful and helping people. Carrie said, your art is beautiful. Have you ever thought of designing your own oracle cards? Yes. And I started to 6 or 8 months ago. Actually, I took pictures of all my art, and I've actually made some new art recently. And I started to do it, but I had so many readings and so many classes and so many students and all of this stuff going on that I didn't have the time to really commit to doing it the right way. When I do it, I want to take the time to really connect with spirit and write the correct things on the cards that are appropriate. And so, yes, that is on my list of my very long to-do list. So yes, I appreciate that, Carrie. Okay, let's see. What do we got over here? Okay. Any questions? Anybody gonna join the free introduction to mediumship on April 12th? Let me know if you've signed up already. And I'm just making sure I have all of the comments. Okay, I got all of those. Any other questions? Everybody is coming in and going, in and out. Veronica, will I get an appointment soon? You can book one in my link tree. Go to my bio and go to my link tree, peacefulnikthemedium.com, and you can get an appointment. For the soonest one, I think, is next Thursday, I believe. I'm going to try. Is it going to be recorded? Yes, it will be recorded, and I will. The only problem with not being in the class is you can't ask questions during the class, so you just have to listen if you watch the recording. I do record it, and I do send the recording, and I do post it on YouTube. So that is the plan. Okay, so put an emoji in the chat, and I'm going to do this for 23 minutes specifically. I have to log off at 9. Oh, you have to work. Okay, I understand. If you have questions ahead of time, email me. Put an emoji in the chat. Hi, Emma. I'm so glad you stopped in. Put an emoji if you want a card. I have the first card here. First emoji gets this card. All right, Angie. Cleansing for Angie. All right. It says, cleanse your mind and spirit, remove negative energy. Now, what have I just been talking about for the last 20 minutes? Remove negative energy. So everything, Angie, that you've been hearing me say over the last few minutes about being grateful for the little things, being kind, rearranging our thoughts so we're not thinking negative things and we're turning them into positive things to not drain ourselves. That is so funny that card popped up. I love it. That's for you, Angie. All right, over here, Carrie. All right, Carrie. Ooh. did that flip? No. I love these cosmic energy oracle cards so much. Anything cosmic. What happened there? Nothing. I keep thinking they're turning inside out for you here, Carrie. They don't want to pop. They're saying you're fine. That's what this is saying. All right, one card for Carrie, please. One card for Carrie. Ah, there it is. Wow. Well, I can tell you 3 popped out at one time. Oh, and I love this because this tells a story of what we talked about yesterday. Nurture, freedom, and look, hope. Nurture, freedom, and hope. This tells a story. Nurture others and also yourself. Freedom comes from inner liberation, and hope is the light in the darkness. Never extinguish it. And these 3 all popped out together for you, Carrie. Nurture, freedom, and hope. That's for you. I hope that makes sense for you. All right, Veronica. Veronica. Oh, that flipped. Compassion. So, Veronica, you need to be compassionate to yourself. I'm feeling drawn to tell you that you need to feel compassion for yourself first. Put yourself first. That doesn't mean don't take care of your kids if you have kids. It means be aware of your needs instead of putting everybody else's needs in front of you. Let me know if you understand that, Veronica. All right. Kim is next. You're welcome. Kim is next. Kim is next. What is happening over here? All right. Kim is next. Kim is next. Eee. All right, Kim. Ooh, understanding. So this has keys to the heart. Sometimes when we are in any kind of relationship, whether it's a partnership or a family relationship or a friendship, sometimes instead of fighting or fight or flight, we need to stop and understand. Stop and understand. And I think that this is a message you may need to hear, Kim. Stop and understand. And it's funny because you put a heart emoji, a red heart, and these are red hearts. Stop and understand. Have compassion. That does not mean let people walk all over you. That does not mean that. It does not mean that. All right. So let me look through here. All right. Lisa Lemon. Lisa Lemon. Eee. Confidence. Okay, Lisa. Stand up straight, shoulders back, chin up, chest out. Not in a gross way, just confidence. Believe in your worth and abilities. So if anybody can take any of these messages, take them. Take them if you can take them. Confidence. Be confident. That was Lisa. I'm going to lose track, I know. Oh, perfect. Well, I lost my sticker. Okay. Thank you for your patience, everybody. All right. My comments went crazy. All right. So we did Kim. Sheila. Sheila. And I do private card readings, by the way. If anybody's interested in having a one-on-one card reading, those are also on my website. Sheila, joy. I'm just writing down who I read already. All right. So joy. Sheila, it's time to experience joy and not take everything so seriously. Take a few moments a day and be childlike. Be happy, experience joy. If singing and dancing is your thing, do that in the kitchen when you're, washing dishes, or when you're getting, dressed in the morning to go to work. Dance around, have some joy, do something childlike that brings you happiness. So that's for you, Sheila. Okay. Ashnik, I don't know if Ashnik is still over there, but balance for Ashnik. Balance. Find balance to maintain harmony in relationships. Hi, tea drinker. I'm so glad you're here. All right, Ashnik, let me know if you're still there. Find balance in your relationships. Find balance. Okay. And Sandy. All right, let's get a card for Sandy. Oh, release. Oh, this brings a song to mind. Ooh, there's something you need to release. Something that's keeping you stuck. Something that it's almost harder to release it than it is to hold on to it. But the longer you hold on to it, the more it's going to, when I say this, I don't mean clinical depression. What I'm going to say is it's going to depress your happiness, not meaning depression. I just mean that word depress, like hold down your happiness. So Sandy, whatever this is, consider releasing it. It doesn't mean, for instance, if this is a loved one that you're mourning or a relationship that you're mourning, it doesn't mean not to remember them with love or not to remember the good times. It means release the pain you're holding on to and allow yourself to enjoy life. So that's for Sandy. All right. Veronica, are you still on TikTok, Veronica? Let me know. Julie's next. Ooh, connection for Julie. Connection. Stay connected with others, nature, and the universe. So it's time to enjoy the spring if you live in a place where spring has happened yet. I can't remember where you said you lived, but enjoy the love, enjoy the butterflies, enjoy the new life that you're seeing outdoors. Have a connection to all of those springy type things. Stay connected with others, nature, and the universe. Maybe go do something outdoorsy with a loved one, with a family member, or with someone you love. Okay. Let me know, Julie, if that resonates. Okay. So I guess that person's not over here. Oh. Hi, Trinity. I'm just doing some quick card readings. These are not paid readings. These are free. I'm just doing quick ones. Okay. Julie, Glenda. Ooh, Glenda. Nurture. You need some nurturing. I think you need to nurture yourself. Oh, perfect, everybody. Nurture yourself. Okay, Glenda. I'm just making sure I write your name down as I do the card reading. Glenda, nurture. Self-nurturing, I just keep hearing you need to nurture yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. It's a theme tonight. So let me know, Glenda, if that resonates. All right. Don't know who was next over here. I think. I don't know if Veronica's still on here because a bunch of weird stuff popped in here. All right, Trinity, inspiration. Inspiration for Trinity. Inspiration is everywhere. Capture your ideas. So sometimes we get blocked in inspiration for the next step in what we need to do. So make sure that you do something a little differently. So if you're trying to write a book, let's say, for example, and you get writer's block, do something very different. Do something the opposite of what you've been doing to try to remove your writer's block. If you're an artist and you're trying to paint a painting, go learn math, like start doing some addition, or get some Legos and start putting Legos together. Just do something different. Okay. So I hope that helps. All right. Julie Glenda. Hi, Abby. Let's see. Where was I? Cosmic 80s. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, Cosmic. That popped right out. Oh, this is so funny because your name is Cosmic. Did I give you this card before? Because this just popped right out in my lap. Universal wisdom. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. And your Cosmic 80s. And I love that. So the universe, we have access for anybody listening. We have access to everything in the universe and all the knowledge of the universe. It is there and available for us. So be aware that you can meditate and imagine all of the power of the universe coming towards you. So Trinity, if you want to tell me why that resonated so much, that would be great. All right. That was Cosmic 80s. Eileen, I don't see an emoji, but I imagine you wanted a card, Eileen. Woo! Blessing for Eileen. So you will be getting, or you're expecting, some kind of blessing. When we want to receive something we forget is we have to allow ourselves to receive it. Sometimes we don't believe that we deserve a blessing, and so we block it. We don't know we're doing this, but sometimes we block our blessings because we don't feel like we deserve them. So when your blessings are coming, open and allow yourself to receive the blessing. Allow yourself to receive the blessing. I hope that makes sense, Eileen. All right, Jane. And let me know. I'm behind on the comments because I'm trying to get all the cards pulled. Let me know in the Oh, Jane, that was, wow. That was quick. That was decisive. Adventure. Jane, adventure is the path to new world. Sorry, guys. The one app with the clock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It every once in a while just bans me for no reason. I don't know why. Anyway, Jane, adventure. It's time for a new adventure. It's time to do something new. It's time to experience something new. Adventure. Accept it and explore it and have a blast. That's for Jane. All right, let's see. Let's look. Marlena, I'm assuming you're wanting a card. Hi, Marla. I'm behind on comments. Sorry, everybody. All right, Marlena. Woo! Transformation for Marlena. All right, it's time to transform from one phase of your life to the next phase of your life. Allow the transformation, allow the flow. Transformation. You are going from cocoon to butterfly in some way. That does not mean that your entire life is going to be turned upside down and you're going to be wearing, queen's robes and living in a castle. That's not what that means. Some type of transformation is happening. It can be a religious transformation, a spiritual transformation. It can be a transformation from one type of job to another, or if you're retired, you start volunteering somewhere and it transforms your outlook. So this is for Julie. Awakening for Julie. Awakening is the process of discovering your true self. I love this for you. Oh, Julie, did I give you a card? Because I have a Julie written down on here already. Well, anyway, Julie, if it's you again, awakening. Discover your true self. Again, that could be anything that you believe is your true about your true, who your true self is. Awakening. Abby needs all. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Glenda, I'm sorry, honey. I'm way behind. All right, Cosmic. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hello, hello. Hi, Rosie. Let's see. Thank you. Now, Rosie knows my granddaughter's named Rosie. So I love that. And you started following me, I think, during while I was awaiting the baby to be born, and she's here. All right. Hello, hello. If I missed somebody's comment, I think there's Abby and then Rosie. Abby and then Rosie. That's where I'm going next. Abby and Rosie. All right. Abby, I hope you're still here. Whoop. Went all the way through the deck. Card for Abby, card for Abby. Nope. Abby, your life must be in line. Your life is in line. Woo! Resilience. Life will find a way. This card reminds me of the original Jurassic Park. I know I'm aging myself. The original Jurassic Park, when Jeff Goldblum says, life will find a way. And life always finds a way. Life is so resilient, and you are so resilient. So Abby, you're resilient. Accept your resilience and understand that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Okay. For all of us, I think we all need to hear that card, right? This too shall pass. All right. Rosie, that popped right up. Communication for Rosie. Effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. So this makes me feel like there's someone you're having some kind of communication issues with. You have your side, they have their side, and neither of you are willing to budge. You both want to be right, and you have to ask yourself, would I rather be right or happy? Now, I used to say in my 20s, it makes me happy to be right. Then I grew up a little bit and I matured some, and I realized I don't want to argue with people anymore. If they want to believe it, let them. As Mel Robbins says, let them. If they want to believe, the sky is red, let them believe it. I'm not going to prove it. Right? So that's for you, Rosie, communication. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad, Abby. All right. Oh, so Rosie. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. I've had a great time. I always feel better after I go live and see everybody and talk to everybody. It makes me so, so happy. And Remember, if you want a reading, they're on sale right now for $50. There's only a few spots for the month. If you want to join the Spirit Exchange, it starts tomorrow, Thursday, April 10th, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can join the full annual membership. I think there's only 2 spots left, or you can go a la carte for $25. And there's only a couple of spots for that because we have a certain amount for annual membership and a certain amount for a la carte. So it is limited to 25 people total. It's myself and Kathy Barron. So if you want to join, it's all on my website, or you can email me. If you're on Facebook, do not accept any friend requests from fake me, because the scammers are out. And just don't request anything. Don't accept anything weird from anybody. There's a lot of fakers. Be very careful. I will talk to you guys all later. I'll be live again in a couple of days. This Saturday, I have my free intro to mediumship workshop. Please join that if you're interested. It is totally free and it's a lot of fun. Okay, everybody. Thank you. Good night. Love to everyone. Mwah. Bye.